my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. I'd like to start this nightcap off by thanking all my viewers who've posted comments regarding Deb, my wife. It's been fantastic, the response we've both had. Deb does sit and read all the comments. It's very moving, and there's some really nice people out there. Once again, thanks very much. Right, in tonight's nightcap, there's some mail come in. There's a couple of packages for me. There was also some stuff come for Deb, my wife. She insisted on opening one of the packages on camera. I videoed it. She wanted to video it and she wanted to put it on this night's nightcap. Honestly, it's quite amazing what she actually says. It's incredible. That's one thing for certain. This woman's got more balls than any man I know. That's without a doubt.
Hi everybody, I hope you're all well, and I'm still well as I'm going to be. This arrived 2 days ago, but unfortunately we weren't in to collect it, so I've been today to collect it. And this is an area you don't normally see. This is our sitting room. It's cold outside today. There we go. Just get me through this, a practical guide to cope with breast cancer. And inside I have a couple of notes. Dear John, together you can fight this and win over it. Prayers are with you, both of you. Yours sincerely, Bruce Grattan. I do hope that's how you say your name. There's a lot of information in this little book. I am a survivor of breast cancer myself and found many helpful suggestions in this book. May God watch over you as you conquer this disease. Yours sincerely, Kathy. Oh, thank you. Lovely. Thank you very much, and I will read it. I will always come out the other end because there's always another end to come out. So we're looking forward to next week, and hopefully they have a way forward for us, because I have to have one more scan because there's something on my spine they're not quite happy with. They're not convinced it's cancer, so we'll keep our fingers crossed for that. And don't know if I'll be on again, but I know it's a bit early, but I'd like to all wish you all a Merry Christmas and all the best for the new year. Thank you.
These flowers turned up at work today, addressed to me, obviously Karen, my wife. They've come from a lad called Paul Campbell. Paul's one of my YouTube viewers. It's amazing to think that Paul actually lives in Canada. I've never met Paul, I probably never will. But he's the sort of decent person in this little YouTube community we've got. And he actually went to the trouble to send my wife some flowers. Anyway, that's excellent. Thanks very much, Paul. It was very, very touching. If you'd seen her face when she saw them, it was absolutely amazing. Thanks very much. I do a little bit of machining this week. The RPM counter. I bought it last weekend's boot sale. I made a little tip for that, a little probe for the end of it, and I had a bit of play with that, measuring the speed of one or two of my machine tools. This is the Starett RPM counter I bought at the car boot sale last weekend. I did a bit of research on the internet and I found two decent videos, one by Mr. Pete and one by Keith Rucker, showing how to use them and how they work. They're both excellent YouTube sites to have a look at. It's very simple how it works. There's a little D-dent there, a little register there. You line those two up, and what you do, you turn the shaft for 1 minute. Every time that does 100 turns, that does one full turn on there, and obviously it's divided into single RPMs. So if you're going to count 120 RPM, it would do one full turn plus 20. You can see the scale there. And obviously it's got different readings for going forward or backwards, clockwise or anti-clockwise. So you line that up, that moves, you line that up, line the 2 D-dents up for 0, and you'd start to turn it with your machine. That's 10 RPM, sorry 10 revs, that's 20 revs, so on, and you go all the way around. Right, that's 100, that shaft there was done 100 turns, and that's done 1 full turn, because it's geared 100 to 1. Depending on how many turns that does in a minute is a direct readout in RPM. One thing that's missing is the probe off the end. On Keith's it had like a tapered rubber probe that you push into the end of a shaft. I'll make one of them. I've got some softish plastic. So I'll find a bit of plastic, we'll make a thing for there, an adapter for there, and we'll give it a try and see how it works. This is going to be dead accurate. My lathe's got an inverter on, so it'll be interesting to see how accurate the speeds are. I've got no round plastic, but I've cut a bit off a lump of square, polypeng to a bar. I'm sure I'll be able to make something out of that. Obviously I'll need to change the chuck, put the 4-jaw chuck on. I keep mentioning it. See, on the 4-jaw chuck you've got a series of lines. They're not there to make it look pretty, they're there to help you line things up. What you do is you turn in each jaw roughly the same amount. What I'm doing, I'm gauging between that line and the edge of the jaw. If you look, the distance between the edge of there and that line, the edge of there and that line, so come across this way slightly. If you look at the distances, they're all approximately the same. It's only a bit of plastic we want to turn around, so it's not like it's super critical. So that's what you're looking at, the distance between that mark there and that mark there, nearly lined up. Same with that one, all four the same. You could actually, you could use a ruler, put a scale in there and measure. That's just to get you somewhere near. Then normally if it was a steel part, you'd use a clock gauge, you'd have a centre mark and use a clock gauge. Like I say, the more you use a 4-jaw chuck, the more you appreciate how useful they actually are. As far as tools for machining plastic, basically the same ones that you machine steel with. watch for these. And so it's basically round, we'll just square the end up. Put my nice new chamfering tool in, just break that edge. Right, now we need a hole in the end, which will be a nice tight push on fit onto the shaft of the indicator. Just measure the end of the shaft, see what the size we've got. It's 2,275. I think that's 7mm. Yeah, Rick, Mike. Here's 7mm. That is just over 7mm. I've got a 7mm drill, a new one. I think that'll probably be a decent enough fit for that. You've got to be careful when you're drilling this stuff that you don't melt it and stick it to the drill. Should be deep enough. That's getting quite a good hole. That should do the job. We'll open some of these, some of the viewer mail. I haven't opened them. I haven't had the heart to open, to tell you the truth. But I've got the camera out, and we'll open them up and see exactly what's been sent to us. Right, we'll open this one first. This one's from PR. It looks like Peeling, and that's from Wales. Right, we'll open it up and see exactly what's in here. Right, that's interesting. Useful box, not caliper. It's fair enough. I've got a few calipers. All the calipers I've got, I only use one. And that's got a clock gauge on. Right, we've got a note in here. Quite a comprehensive note, nicely typed. Right, I'll actually read that later. Blue point. Now, blue point used to be the snap-on second line. Oh, these look interesting. They're a bit like a Stilston multi-hex, spring loaded. I've just got a bolt and we'll try one on the head of a bolt. A bit of hexy bar. I've not seen these before. So you can see how they work the ratchet like that. They're getting a good hold. It is a proper. It's a double hex, so it's actually gripping properly. It's not teeth like on a Stilston or a vice grip. I can see them being very handy for, like I say, brake pipe nuts that have been rounded off. That's excellent. I'll take them to work, and I'm sure I'll be able to put them to good use. It's got on here best wishes, Brendan and Brenda. Well, thanks very much. I really appreciate I really appreciate this. It'll be a tool that I'll certainly use. You might even see us using them in some of my car videos. I do it work. Thanks very much for that. Right, we've got another box. Kind of beat gaffer tape or tank tape. So it's a tool he bought from a local auction and he's not quite sure what it's for. It's from Roger Barker. Right, let's have a look and see if we can determine what it's for. It's being homemade, definitely handmade. There's a block there, like a die block. I thought at first it was what they call a jiggler for pushing holes in metal before you weld it, or a jogger, but it's not. It could be some sort of honestly, I've got no idea what it's for. I don't think it's a pipe flarer. Anyway, if anybody knows what it's for, I think they know what it's for, be interesting to find out. It's been quite nicely made. They've been screwed into them, riveted over. I really have no idea what that's for. It's like a die block for holding pipe of some description. It's all been handmade, it's all been filed. A couple of pop marks on there, registered, so you can put it back together the same way. And this obviously, those handles go together and push the end out, but what it does, I really don't know. Anyway, there's a proper mystery tool for you. Thanks once again, Roger. It's I'm sure I'll have many hours working on what that's going to be used for. That's perfectly alright. All I want now is just squaring up and the point putting on. Bastard thing. Just making this up to what I think it's going to look right. And obviously you could make bigger ones or smaller ones depending on whatever size hole you had in the end of your shaft. And put a new chamfering tool in. Right, we're looking straight down now. All I want a decent point on it. That looks good. Nice and sharp. I'll just put a radius on that bit there. Make it look like somebody cares. Just put a light cut on there to take the marks off where it's spun round the chuck. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it right. Okay, that looks decent. So that will go on the end of a tool like that, pushed in, and that revolves. I'll get me watch and we'll have a little bit play with it and see how accurate it actually is. I mean, I know this will be accurate, it can't be anything else. But with a motor running through an inverter, I've got it set at 50 cycles, so it should be right. That's the gear. I've got the lathe in that one there, which is 210. It will be 40 in back gear, but it should be 210. We'll give it a try and see what it actually reads at. This is my inverter. We'll start the lathe up. It ramps up to 50 cycles. Okay, so this is the setup. I've got a watch there with the second hand on. I've got my pointer. Right, I've got the two little dead ends lined up, it's zeroed. Yeah, you have to start the lathe up, withdraw that, then when your second hand's on zero, put it in, run it for a minute. See, it's going round there now. Coming up to 30 seconds. 30 seconds there. Coming at 1 minute now. Minute there. So in the minute it did 2 full turns, which is 200, that's 210, 205, 206 RPM. So the lathe's doing 206 RPM and it's supposed to be doing 210. I don't think that's bad at all considering it's running through an inverter.